Olive Chicken Selina, Olive Chicken Selina. Oh yeah, those tangy olives and that tender chicken. What could be better on a cozy Vegas night? Buzz cooks in the kitchen, bringing history back. Vintage Vegas flavors, yeah, we're right on track. So like, share, subscribe, hit that bell tonight. New shows every Sunday, Wednesday, feels just right. Way back in the 70s, not far from the flame.
All right, let's get started on this vintage Vegas classic dish from way, way back when. So first we're going to work with the olives. I'm using 4 kinds of olives. Kalamata, regular bar, green olives, black olives, and Castelvetrano olives. All pitted, because you don't want to bite in the pits. Next, get a bowl. We're going to put some olive oil in. We're going to put some oregano in. We're going to put some garlic in. And we're going to put some red wine vinegar in there. Some salt and pepper. And lastly, we're going to put in some Dijon mustard, about a tablespoon of that. We're basically making a vinaigrette, and we're going to put all the olives into this mixture and let them marinate for at least an hour or two before we start to heat them up as our complimentary side for the chicken dish that we're going to make next. So we'll get this all mixed up, and then we'll put our olives in there, pop that in the fridge, and we'll move on to our chicken. Now I'm going to get out a large frying pan. I've got 1 large chicken breast that I was able to cut 3 thin slices out of. So I've got a good knob of butter in there, about 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to go on to medium heat on the flame. We'll add some good olive oil to that butter. And once we get that pan up to heat, we'll start to dust our chicken with a little bit of all-purpose flour. And we'll start to cooking. But we're going to put our olives on now. I've got a small saucepan that I put the olives in, and we're just going to put that on low heat. Put that in a corner there and just let that slowly start to heat up while we make our chicken. So our butter and olive oil is nice and hot. Going to dust our chicken lightly, lay it right into that pan, just like so. And these are cooked pretty quick, so we'll do about 2 or 3 minutes each side, because we're also going to reintroduce them into the sauce we're going to make after we take the chicken out. So it won't take long at all. So while I'm doing this, if you could please like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. One comes out every Wednesday and every Sunday. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified. Leave a comment if you can. I appreciate it. And help spread the word. So we're going to hit a little salt and pepper on this chicken. And after about another minute or so, we're going to turn these over. And that is perfect right there. So we'll let this go for about another 2 minutes. And then we're going to remove the chicken. And I've got 1 shallot that I diced up. So once we get the chicken out of the pan, we're going to throw that shallot in there. And some garlic. And once that garlic starts to become fragrant, we're going to deglaze that pan with some good cooking sherry. You can use white wine as well, and you can use even chicken broth if you don't want to use either. But the cooking sherry is the closest to the flavor I remember. So you see that's cooking good. Add the garlic. And as soon as we mix that in, it's going to start to fragrant. So we want to get that cooking sherry in right away. I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. Look at that. All right, so we're going to pour that in there. We'll get the rest of that pan deglazed. There we go, a good amount, because that's going to be our sauce as well. Oh yeah, get all that goodness off the bottom of that pan. And we'll add a little bit more butter to that pan to help thicken things up. Then we'll reintroduce our chicken. Let it simmer for about a minute on each side. And then it's time to plate with the chicken and the olives. And you have an amazing dish that goes way back, vintage Vegas. Olive Chicken Selina. Hey, enjoy this dish, and we'll see you on the next one.
Olive Chicken Selina. Olive Chicken Selina. Oh yeah, those tangy olives and that tender chicken. What could be better on a cozy Vegas night? Buzz cooks in the kitchen, bringing history back. Vintage Vegas flavors, yeah, we're right on track. So like, share, subscribe, hit that bell tonight. New shows every Sunday, Wednesday feels just right. Way back in the 70s, not far from the flame, where Lefty's Cadillac lit up the Vegas name. There was an Italian joint locals knew so well. Two guys from Italy, man, the stories they could tell. Dim lights, Sinatra playing all night long. Family style tables, every meal felt strong. Good food, fair prices, but here's the twist. They had a secret menu most folks never glimpsed. Olive Chicken Selina. Heads would turn to see. What is that? They'd ask, looking over at me. Sliced chicken sizzling, garlic in the pan, shallots, olive oil, now you understand. Every time I ordered, I'd smile with pride. Another table staring, wondering what I'd try. Today, Buzz Cooks brings it home step by step, so the whole family can enjoy this vintage Vegas rep. So let's go back in time when Vegas truly shined, when the Rat Pack ruled the Strip and the food was one of a kind. From a hidden menu memory to your kitchen tonight, this is Olive Chicken Selina.